Well, hey everybody. We're about an hour later than we would normally do. Plus it's a Saturday and we just don't know about Fridays and Saturdays, Sundays too, really. People are busy. So even kind of contemplated coming on tonight, but then I remembered I asked about it last night and a few people, well, hi kid. Kid? No, why would you think that you're in the way? Why would you have any idea that getting cat hair in my water is a problem? Why would anyone think that, girl? I just wasn't sure, but I thought, you know what, I'll hop on. Hey, Pat Jonas. Hey, Rain. West Coast Fancy Nancy. Rachel Stone is Squirrel Girl. Hey, Donna Cooper. Mods, Yadira, I love you. Thank you for being here. Vicky C. Um, Ewa. Hey, Catherine B. I wonder how your boyfriend's doing. Been thinking about that. Hey, Meredith Lynn. Thank you, DP in Tennessee. Kid. Katie Fulton. Hey, babe. Aspire to Inspire. Rachel Sandy's here. Nice. You know, Catherine B saw the Wicked movie too, and Rachel saw it too. I don't go to movies, nor do I see them hardly ever, but I hope that was a good time, especially for people who have friends in their life and just relationships where they do stuff. Maisie Shiloh, you are on time. Wow, that's worth celebrating. Hey, Angie Moe, Amy Edge, I saw that you were coming down with a little cold. I hope that you feel better, babe. That's concerning. It is the time of year for it sometimes. Hey, Liz Tricks, MLG Gamer, just as I am. I think that's your name, your real name in real life, the YouTube life. Hey, whine a little bit more. Melissa's here. Martin made it again. Wow. Hey, Martin, that's pretty special. Hey, Tammy. Oh, thanks, Tammy. Heather made it. Have fun tomorrow with that West Coast Fancy Nancy. Hey, Kim is blue. Pat Jonas might go see it. I didn't know they had movie theaters in Australia. That's cool. Look at that. Rachel saw it. Wow, look at you guys going to movies. I think the last movie I saw was like House of Gucci with Adam Driver and Lady Gaga with Jeff like 5 years ago. I don't remember. It was so long ago. Margie Barr, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Kid, we're not going to do this. It's really frustrating. Hey, Chow Yun Smut again, heading out to dinner. Nice, babe. Have fun. I'm just happy to see you. Yeah, I don't go to movies. I can't remember the last time. Amy Edge, that's horrible, and I'm sorry to hear that, babe. It's been at least a decade since I've been to a movie theater. Okay, Angie Mo, I'm glad I'm not the only person because I was starting to feel weird about it. Hey, A Voice Down Under. Just Joan, welcome in. Catherine B. What? Hey, Silver Lining. I've barely talked to him, unfortunately. Still haven't seen him since the second date. He's swamped with work and I've been flaring bad. We text a check in like once a day, kind of losing hope. Oh, man. That just made my gut already worse. And I just took a swig of Pepto because I crapped my pants on the way home today. Not a true story entirely, but it was one of the closest calls I've had in a long time. Hey, Wendy Brewer, that sucks. Jeez. No, I really don't like to hear this kind of news. That makes me really sad. I like to believe in love. Why? Look, if you got kid, listen up, girl. I can't stand up in these pants because this shirt is cropped and my gut's going to hang out. So I need you to just take a little nappy. I feel like I'm emotionally crapping my pants. Hey, Art of the Personal Story. Dang. This is a bummer. It hits me wrong. I don't like it at all. I'm not feeling right about it. I had a lot of really high hopes for this. You know what? If you guys are still texting once a day, I don't know though. Like it should be more like yes in the beginning. This is usually where people know each other well enough and they start to lose interest in each other because they've been together for years. Like this should be a time where like this is what happens during marriage. This shouldn't be happening yet. Hey, Tara. I'm so sorry, Catherine B. I'm laughing because my stepbrother is in town. And hey, Kim Leaf. And we had so much fun today. I had lunch with him and my mom in War Trace, and we went to the War Trace store. Kid, I can't help you with your life. And had a great time. But I think I'm a downer to be around. This is the picture I posted today. We went to lunch. Look at how cute my mom looks, by the way. She's got a little headband in. My mom really made an effort today with fashion. I was like, wow, good for you, mom. Like, really trying with the headband. My mom looks youthful too. For a 70-year-old, I think my mom looks really youthful. It was a great picture. My brother is from California. He lives in California. No, hey, Holly. By the way, my mom was talking at lunch today about the Nazareth guy that she boned. I got news. We need to update that story. My mom was like, wait, hold on. What is this? It felt so different, so promising. There could still be a possibility, but I'm tired because I feel like I'm the one grasping for the connection. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. I get that he's busy, but listen, Catherine B, take it from somebody who's in their 50s. Okay. Catherine B is like 22. Let's skip to the end for you. I'm going to murder this cat. Excuse me. My gut's about to hang out because his shirt is cropped. Get out and you're not coming back. Get out and you're not coming back. Sorry, I took my jeans off and I threw these sweats on, but I didn't expect to get out. Hold on. Take it from somebody that's in their 60s. My mom could be an Eileen Fisher model. Yeah, or I was thinking a Magnolia Pearl. Sometimes they throw an older woman in. Yeah, so take some advice from someone who's been married 10 times, Catherine B. Okay. Listen, I have boned a lot of people just like my mom, right? And, back in the day when I was more of a dish, here's the thing. If they ghostwriter, if they're into you, there's like, hey, Wendy, if they're into you, there's no, I'm busy. Okay. No, they're sealing that deal. Okay. They're making it happen. I'm not trying to crush your heart here, Catherine B, but like, I'm busy is the lyingest lie of all times. If it's a new thing, look, once you guys have been married for a few years and it's your first marriage, you only get a few of those anyway. And one of you steps out on the other, you both start cheating and then you're busy, right? You truly are busy because you're trying to start up a new relationship. I get that, right? The gist, but not new like this. They make time. They're going to make time. I am right. This is serious. There is no I'm busy in the beginning. If that dude is busy, it's just not. There's not. Look, I'm not trying to make you sad because Catherine B is the cutest face I've ever seen. I don't want to break her heart, but he was so present. Well, hey, Renee B. He was so present and stoked for the first date and then asked for a second date the next morning, but then yeah, he's got to go. I'm sorry. Like I couldn't, but I'm in my late 60s. And so I've been through it. Okay. I have had Kay Thompson. Look, my life has been a revolving door. Okay. If they're into you, they're going to make that happen. They always do. DS Kitty Diane, Tommy is all the way in Ecuador. And that dude is like, right? Like, if they're into it, are you going to be 190 before this stream is over? If they're into it, look, I saw that movie. He's just not that into you. It's the truth. That movie is so true. He's making the next date. He's going to set up the next call. He's going there is no I'm busy. Just doesn't happen. Not with men. Men are hunters. Men are hunters. Like they see what they want. They're going for it. They're not going to pull the I'm busy crap. I'm tired of it. I'm mad at this dude. I don't even know him. I know his first name and I might try to find him on social media. I wouldn't mind. I'm feeling it. I started my period at 3:30 in the morning last night. Reese is on death's door. Yeah, one foot in the grave and the other is on a banana peel. Somehow I'm suddenly Fred's age. That's a lot of wisdom though. So take it from an old great grandmother such as myself. You're not breaking my heart. You're just speaking my inner thoughts about it. I'm way too tired because my piece. Okay, so here, inner thoughts. Hey, Diana H., inner thoughts. Let's take that. Let's take it. What is our inner thoughts? That's our gut talking. What's our gut talking? The Holy Spirit. What's the Holy Spirit? The Lord. Okay, so you're basically right. And so was I because I am incredibly wise. I've been through 7 or 8 decades now of men. Speaking of men, so the Nazareth story, the Nazareth story where my mom boned the lead singer of Nazareth. Holy crap. There's so much more to this story that she told me and my stepbrother today. If they're into you, they'll make the time. Sincere question. Is it normal to be undefined and very confused where I stand? Yeah. If a guy makes you feel confused about it, or like, I kind of thought it was going to be more than this. There's 4 billion of them to choose from, and they're not all married. Hey, Marie Marion, 4 billion. You got 4 billion fish. You got 4 billion blades of grass. You got 4 billion bones, Hershey kisses, whatever you want to call them. Let it go. They're not, it's not. It really isn't. So just take it from me, someone who's almost a centurion. Hey, Gemini girl, she's super cute. Don't bother with anyone who's not making the effort. Don't bother with anyone who's not making the effort. 4 billion. Teach a gal to fish for the love of Christ. Put that in a Hallmark card and on one of these hats. Teach a gal to fish for the love of Christ. And if that doesn't tell you your answer, then you need to go back and talk to your Holy Spirit again. That's true. Reese is older than her mother tonight at 11. So speaking of my mom told us the story of the Nazareth lead singer, the actual story. I thought my mom boned the lead singer of Nazareth and left his front door like most common street moms in the 70s. This was in the 70s. I can say that. Emotionally crapping my pants definitely needs to be on a hat. It says season for it too. Hey, Lupita. So hold on. Let's back this up because I was like, what? We were eating lunch and then we all went and got ice cream. And I don't even know how this came up, but we all know how my mother boned the lead singer of Nazareth. Well, she started talking about it today and she said that they dated for like a month. And I was sitting there eating some ice cream and I was totally disassociated from her because I usually do. Whenever she starts over talking, I start thinking about other things. And all of a sudden I heard this. I was like taking another bite of my caramel apple ice cream. And I was like, I should check my sugars. And she was like, yeah, and we dated for a month. And I was like, what? Mom, I said, I've been lying to the world about this story. And she was like, I'm kind of famous. And I said, kind of famous? I've told the entire world that you had sex with the lead singer of Nazareth, and it's Huxley's grandfather and my real dad. They boned more than once. I feel lied to, and you all should as well. Yeah, Catherine B., he's got to go. He's done. I'm sorry, he's got to go. I don't have time for these shit-ass people who say, I'm busy. If you're a shit-ass person that says I'm busy, then get your shit ass out of my existence. Hey, Mandy Albert. I'm so sorry I missed Huxley's birthday. My mom was in the hospital and I spent my days up there with her. She's out now and doing better. Please give this to Hux for me. I will. I'll do it when I get paid for his birthday money. All the Venmo money I took out and gave him in cash, but I will do this when YouTube pays me. Thank you, Mandy Albert. And I will definitely tell him that was so kind. I hope that your mom's, she's out and doing better. So that's good. But I'm sorry that your mother was in the hospital, my friend. Thank you for that. That is so kind of you, Mandy. That was really nice. You did not have to do that. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who gave Huxley a birthday gift. That was so kind. Is anybody else interested in this story? So I was like, what? You boned that guy more than once, Mom? Like, I thought you just boned him and left him. Like, I thought that was your thing in the 70s. Yeah, Sophia. And she said, "No." And she said he wanted me to move to some house with him, in California. I can't remember where. It was a cool sounding town. I just had a guy who ghosted me a year wait, after a year and a half? Okay. This is okay. So this is what I said to my stepbrother today. Really, sadly, I'm busy. I like it. See what he did there? I said, anybody who doesn't have time for me and is too says they're too busy for me is a shit ass. See what he did there? Thank you, babe. Thank you for that. That's so supportive. He really is busy though. I'm always interested in your mom boning rock stars. How old was she then? So my mom was born in 55. Um, my mom was born in 55. So if this was in the 70s, she was of boning age. Hey, Alana, are you going to Japan right now? That'll be amazing for you. Alana, have fun. Hey, Laura Lou, ghosted me. Wait, I just had a guy who ghosted me after, 1.5 years ago, and he messaged me 3 days ago, like, hey, he can say ghosted. Oh, I would block that dude. And I mean block, like find the block thing on your phone, hit block. Yeah, Tommy, people just get sad when you come in and go, sorry, I gotta go. It's all like people would just like for you to stay and chat for a minute. People like seeing you. As you can see, everybody's saying hi. That's all. Have fun in Japan. That's incredible. Tokyo, is that the same thing? Japan? Is Tokyo Japan, or is that a different place? Yeah. So she boned this dude. Oh, nice. West Coast fancy Nancy. He's a great guy. We all know I'll stay around a while, confused and hopeful, seemingly desperate, clinging to the hope, nostalgia. I'm in the process of figuring out healthy romantic relationships. Are you dating somebody? Oh, Tokyo is in Japan. Yeah, I think that I would never trade my age and go back in time. I would not go back in time. I have learned too much that people are not who they say they are. People are flakes. And that's what you're dealing with, Catherine B. I'm sorry, but he's a flake. Dude's a flake. If he's going to be that way in the beginning, imagine how he'd be at all. Is that the kind of guy you really want? Ask yourself that. Like for me, I'm way more needy. I need attention. Tommy knows this. Like I need attention. I need communication. I need to talk. I need you to be interested in me. I need you to make me laugh. Like I need a lot of engagement. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm aware that I need it. Therefore, I choose a partner that is aware that I need it and willing to offer that up. And Catherine B, I know you. And I don't think that you or a lot of women I know would want some guy that's just like, sorry, I'm just so busy. What? Like, no, well, okay. Well, I can just do my own thing then until I find someone that's not as busy. Like, there's plenty of guys that aren't going to be as busy. So, and you're adorable. They'll line up for you. I promise. Men are hunters. They see what they want. They go for it. They're simple in the best of ways, right? I don't know everything about men, but I know that if he's you guys had what, 2 dates and he's too busy at this point, and it's been a month. It's been a month. Your second date was on our Zoom call last month. So, no. Nah. That to go that many weeks without like another date, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. We call those people croissants because they're so flaky. It's not even, it's just, it hurts you. Eventually, like you start, I don't know if you're doing this, Catherine B, but like I start to look inward. I'm like, did I do something? Am I not enough? Like I have low self-esteem anyway. I can't be around people who make me question it. Right? Like I'm trying to be around people who are building me up, who are trying to enhance those good points in me. And I need to do it first. I got to do the work. But once I do the work, I want to hand pick people in my life who build me up, who are aware of my triggers, who are aware that I am the way I am, and they don't make me feel bad about myself, because it's easy for me to go, oh God, I don't want people around me who make me question myself. That sucks. You deserve someone that shows up for you when it's not to their convenience. I feel like I'm a lover, a nurturer who makes people feel seen and cared for. You are. I know you. You are. I know I deserve a lot of love and I know it because I can give it. That belief faltered a bit. I can't let it. Exactly. He made you. I knew it. I know that because I'm the same way. Like, you need a guy that is going to give you his all. Why? Because you deserve it, because you do it back. Babe, if you're offering that much, why settle for somebody who's not going to give as much? That's a taker and you're a giver. That's not going to work. That's not matching up. Wendy Brewer is trying to find a guy her own age. You're way too good for that. You need someone who makes you a priority. And until then, make yourself a priority. Make yourself a priority. It's fun. It's really actually fun to do that. I took myself out to eat a lot. I just talked to God. I just kind of took walks. I mean, I still do all that. Tommy doesn't live here, so I'm still doing that stuff. Why is my ringer on? Dang it. My prescription's ready at Costco and I have to go tomorrow and their damn pharmacy's closed on Sundays. Men used to write love letters that were a poem. They can call back. Yeah, that's it. You know what? It's the bare minimum. He can't even do the bare minimum. F off, dude. You got to go. Go treat somebody else that way. You can't. Hey, Kestrel, I'm sitting here in the heat of confusion. He asked me for my ETA after changing a plan for today. And then I communicated I was unclear and I was supposed to be doing. Who is this dude? Here's the thing. I've been thinking about this too. This is kind of, I didn't have much of a topic tonight, but this is a loose topic that I did have. The plot twist that we deserve. I'm glad that you girls are speaking up. The man is a great guy. I'm not talking crap about him. I'm just lost in life. You would know then. Katie, the thing is, you know where you don't. Am I wrong about this? Like, we pick it apart. We second guess, but we initially know how we feel. We are in tune. He texted at 10:30 last night after work. I wrote him back soon after. He didn't reply until 3:30 this afternoon. Are you effing kidding me? I wouldn't marry a guy that does that. He keeps doing that. Like how you have your phone with you, my guy. Oh my God. This triggers me. This shit triggers me. That is not even the bare minimum. That's not the bare. He's doing something else. He's moved on. You're just convenient. I'm sorry, but hey, Joanne Hawley. Hey, Reflections. This is a no. This is an absolute no. We know Catherine B. A lot of us do. She's been around forever. Babe, you're better off just being with yourself for now until something more right falls into place. This is screaming wrong. Everything about this is wrong. It's disrespect. That is disrespectful. Hey, old Charlie. You cannot go 10:30 at night to 3:30 the next day. I mean, do you want that? Here's the question. Break it down. Let's break it down. Do you want that? Is that what you want in a relationship? Do you want that little of communication? Really? Like, is that what we want as women? Why wouldn't you just be alone? If I had a guy that was only reaching out like very, very small amounts, I know myself. Like, I'll be okay. I'll be perfectly okay. I love being alone. But I also love having a partner that I know loves me and appreciates me. But if it's not going to be to my standard, because I know what I offer. So if you're not going to give that back, it doesn't have to match exactly. But if you're not going to, damn, that dude ain't even trying. I'm so glad I'm not the only one dealing with dude issues. Had enchiladas with my ex last night. Going to meet this week, see if we can untangle things. You've been doing that a little bit. And Meredith Lynn, I know that you know what to do. You know what to do. We all know what to do. That's the problem. We know how we feel. We're conditioned to make excuses for men. They put the effort in the rest of life. They choose to not respect you. Yeah, the second the disrespect comes in, Robin Miners. Don't chase the snake. She just reminded us. It's triggering me too. I absolutely don't want that. I'm very good at being alone. I want, okay, Catherine B, you just said it. You realize you just answered your little dilemma here. She said, quote, it's triggering me too. Do you want a guy that triggers you? Do you want a guy that makes you feel confused? I've needed a Zoom call with you. Me too. I'm really looking forward to the Zoom call. Sorry to derail this whole stream. You didn't. You didn't at all. You brought life to it. I'm not the life tonight. A Zoom call is next Sunday, by the way. I'm looking forward to that very much. Every time a relationship ends, my standards go up. I'm likely to die alone. Agreed. That is a gift. That's a gift. Yeah. Even dying alone would be a gift. Would you rather die alone or would you rather have some asshole that Catherine B is talking to? No, no. Because Cricket, the thing is, I know you too. And you're very outgoing. You're a very strong woman. Like, it's okay. Be alone. Being alone is fun. There's nothing wrong with it. As a matter of fact, like it's borderline. Like I think about being stuck with Jeff. And I'm like, holy hell, being alone is not a bad thing. Talk about dude issues, Florence says. My daughter is with the biggest narcissist and has been crying all day. I just had my third grandson. Oh, shit. If he makes you cry, if he made like any, oh, I have notes on this shit, man. I don't know where they are. I make a lot of notes. I really should try to fix this up so I can find them better. Ooh, God, this is good. I wrote this down and I saved it. His first priority should be your emotional safety, not his reputation. I like that. I like that. Or just not his first priority should alone just be your emotional safety. He's not providing emotional safety if he's texting you back at 3:30 in the afternoon from you texting 10:30 the night before. That's triggering. What is the opposite of triggering? Emotional safety. Does he make you feel emotionally safe? What was that meme that I read to you guys? Imagine if what was it? What now? I can't remember. Help me. It was oh yeah. Imagine if we judged if success equated to if we measured success by how safe we make a person feel. That is an excellent definition of success, in my opinion. Does he make you feel safe? No. He doesn't make you feel unsafe, like not the real definition of unsafe, right? Or we wouldn't be talking to the guy. But he makes you feel confused. He makes you second guess yourself. That's not safe. That sucks. That's not even the bare minimum. That's awful. I hate him. I don't like him anymore. I'm sorry. I changed my mind. That doesn't mean that if things work out, you can't tell me. I just don't like that. If this is how it's starting, how the hell are we going to progress? If I have my own reasoning and saying, I have my own reasoning and saying, here it goes. If he has time to pee, he has time to text you. Excellent point. Men go take a piss, usually sitting down, looking at their phones for at least 10 minutes, right? He has time. Don't pull this, I don't have time crap. I don't want to hear it. It's not true. Oh yeah, Joanne, absolutely. And the worst part is I've been going through a terrible chronic illness flare and I've been open about it. He texts kind words, but words aren't everything. And oh my God. No. He texts kind words. That's it. You're going through a physical problem and he texts kind words. What a winner. Quick. You might want to hurry up and call him before everybody else lines up too. This dude is people who love you make time. Cut him loose. The truth is there are so many men that are out there looking to actually be a man and do all the right things. There's tons of them. There's tons of them. And Catherine B, you have everything to offer. You are so pretty. You are so sweet and caregiving and caretaking. And you set you on fire to keep others warm, which is not a good habit, but it's better than being a narcissist. And you are not that. He's not for you. It's not the one for you. Put it back, set it free, get out of the sandbox. If he cared, you'd be a priority. Damn, I don't like that at all. Did I save any other cool ones? Something just flew into my contact. No, I just made a bunch of notes about how awful I am and my character. Hey, Haley's Hobbies. My eyes are popping. Thank you, Haley's Hobbies. Right now, I have something in one of them. Really, stop, Catherine. This is good. You spoke up. Move on. That is just the tip of the iceberg of what is coming and the way he is treating you. Yes, I got a whole new diagnosis. Hey, Sam. I got a whole new, hey, Copper Top. I got a whole new diagnosis and a shiny new disabled parking pass this week and everything. And he hasn't been. Okay. Again, yeah, I'm going to have to vote. I'm going to Shark Tank this. For these reasons, I'm out. And so are you. We can't work with him. We're not going to invest in this. And for those reasons, we're out. Okay. This is a no. Hey, Angel K. Yeah, it's over. We can't do it. I don't like it. Makes me very sad. Especially, yeah, he's not your guy. He's not your guy. He's voted out. He's out. He's voted off. Not cool. Really uncool. Makes me sad. Don't like it. Makes me feel ick. And I don't even know the guy. Like, I know this has to be making you feel awful. Catherine B, you have such a big heart. This has to be hurting you on a deep level. Even though it's new, it hurts. It hurts. It's a feeling of rejection and confusion, right? Well, who's this? Been in lurker mode. Also came up with friends of mine. Well, welcome in, Fairy 2848. I hope that you stick around, my friend. We love you, Catherine B, and I hope you're not taking this as me like attacking you. It's just my uterus is trying to kill me. My fallopian tubes are strangling me right now. Everything is. My period is strong this month, and I'm sorry. I'm not trying to come off harsh. I just don't see. Here's the thing, Catherine B. Let's look at it this way. Everybody's saying red flag, red flag. Where are the green flags? Oh, Crystal Primo. Okay, welcome in. Thanks, Yadira. Thanks for pulling her up in the Rolodex, Yadira. Where are the green flags? That's the other thing. Catherine B, like, where you haven't said anything yet. We're like, wait, guys, give him a chance. That's so sweet what he did for her. He blah, 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 blah. No, he didn't. There's no green flags. So this isn't going to work for us. For those reasons, we're out. Catherine B is, if you were a crappy person, Catherine B, I'd be like, stick it out. You're not. You're an amazing person. Like, if I were a lesbian, look out. That's how I feel about you. So stop it. Stop it right now. Speaking of lesbians, where are our lesbians? Where's JoJo? Where's Katie did it? Well, Diana H is here. Okay. I feel like there's an imbalance of lesbians in the chat and it's off. Sorry, Reese, about how you feel. About how I feel about what? Hey, Barbara Waits. I went through that too busy period for a couple months. Then he came back. Things got better. I respect his lifestyle and circumstances, but I'm starved for affection. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing. Oh, JoJo went to bed. Okay. It is late. There's nothing wrong with being aware of that, Katie. It's like Sophia said, I feel like women are conditioned to not be like, not even, I was to say not be too much. I feel like we're conditioned and told, hey, Scientology up north. Thank you for telling me that. I feel like we get used to being told we're too much, like tone it down, minimize ourselves. We're so emotional. Yeah, grifter watch, absolutely. We're so emotional, right? Like all those things. Uh, we're not. We're not too much. You know why? We are emotional. Women are more emotional. And that I love about women. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's okay, like identify it and accept that about yourself too. I used to feel bad about it. I used to be like, God, I'm too much. I know I'm too much just from my past, my trauma, my childhood, all that shit. Like I'm needy. I'm like Katie Fulton just said. I'm aware I'm very needy. I love to be loved. I love to feel comforted, like all those things. But as long as I'm vocal about it, where have the gay men been lately? We don't have a lot of gay men. We never did. Just Raymond, right? Are there any other gay men? I don't think so. But we don't hardly have any men, period. Yeah, Robin Miners. I'm just saying it's okay. It's okay to be emotional or needy or have those expectations. Normalize that shit. I'm tired of like she's emotional. She's an emotional girl. I don't know what that means, Cricket. Pansexual? Is that like a polygamist? You don't love it when wait, don't you love it when someone says something hurtful and then tell you that you take things too personally? How the hell ugh. I can't this is why I've decided I'm just not gonna talk to people anymore except here. I think it's just best. I still love that Kanye West quote that he said apparently that he regrets participating in life. I feel that I really relate to that. You know, I would love someone what the hell is a pansexual? Is that polygamist? Polygamy? Uh what was I saying? Oh, I just regret participating in life. Period. If somebody ever asks me anything, I'm just going to be like, "Look, I regret participating in life." That's where I'm at right now. I'm in my COVID era. Somebody said that to me yesterday and I've never felt more accurate. You're in your COVID era. Like I'm just withdrawing. And that's okay. I'm just going to spend a couple of years being in my COVID era. Like please don't speak to me and stay 17 feet away. Reese, it means into pandas. Wait, what? Brain, stop. That's how stupid I am. I believed that. Rain, don't do that to me because you know I'll believe it. Pansexual means that I see beauty everywhere, no matter what equipment is in your pants. Oh, well, that's lovely. Oh, I like that. With humans, right? Like sexual with humans, though, right? Like you don't like see beauty in a tree and go have like indecent exposure in public. I just need clarification. Emotional covers the whole range of our crazy, I've concluded. I just want to know what I've signed up for, if anything. There's just it's not doable. I can't do it. I believe pansexual means they enjoy all the food at the buffet of life with humans. Okay. Well, that's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me translate that. You're too sensitive means I'm a narcissist. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Trees don't wear pants. Thank you for that one as well. So that's where we're at, guys. And you can't teach a man to fish. But I will tell you something cute. I'm staring at this thing. I just want to show it. So I went into a little store today with my mom and my brother. We were in War Trace, and there's a cute little store. Look at this thing I found. I'm into it, but I have dirty hair today. Except I can't really, I have a hard time putting it on. It's weird, but I love it. You guys know I love Labradorite. Where's Geoplanet Jane? She loves Labradorite. This is a shiny piece too. It's a hair clip. It's like a cloud and a moon, but like it's not picking. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, don't you wish you had an eyeshadow that did that? Look at that. Jojo, I'm in bed, ready to fall asleep. Someone may have messaged me. I did call. I said, where the hell are all of our lesbians? It felt like there was no balance in the chat because there were no lesbians except Diana H. So thank you for being here, Jojo. Look, I get that we have pansexuals and we have the bisexuals here, but that's not the same thing as a lesbian. So you ever just miss a true lesbian? Sometimes I just miss like a real lesbian. Like lesbians are retro these days. It's old school. Like I sometimes just miss like where's our lesbians, right? Like where's Katie did it? Where's JoJo, right? I mean, I support all of you, but sometimes I just need a lesbian to weigh in, right? Isn't this cool? Look at that. So it's a hair clip. It's a hair clip. I miss old school lesbians. Yeah, it was Liz Tricks. It was from that weird little witchy store. Yeah, an eyeshadow would be amazing. Uh, she said lesbian 3 times and JoJo appeared. I miss regular lesbians. I always miss our see, I said it and now everybody's admitting to it. There's nothing wrong with admitting to that. I just feel like as we get toward this holiday season, it's like, where are all the lesbians? I mean, I'm happy for Cricket that she's a panorama, but I also feel like where's just an old school like even Yadira's got to get fancy, right? Yadira's into Neapolitan ice cream and everything else. Like, yeah, I'm understanding you guys love pandas, but sometimes I just miss a lesbian. I'm like, where have all the lesbians gone? Ooh. Weird little witchy store. Yeah, it's called the War Trace Emporium. And again, this just rocked my world. And it was just what I needed. I thought, I want to buy something. Hey, Shell, welcome home. I thought, I want to buy something for myself, just a tiny treat, right? Just a little treat. And I found this thing. And my mom was like, what the hell are you going to do with that? And I said, Mom, I'm going to put it in my hair. You just can't see it today. They're outside setting out decorations. Girls like me, but I don't know how I feel about it. Well, that's okay. I'm sure you'll sort through that or maybe talk to Cricket. No way. Just as I am as a lesbian? What the hell? How come we didn't know that? You've been a lesbian this whole time? I feel like Sally Field right now at the end of Mrs. Doubtfire when she's like, the whole time, the whole time, you've been a lesbian the whole time? Yeah, but I don't know how to feel about that. I'm going to have to think that through. I'm not, when I say I miss a retro lesbian and just old school. JoJo, you were bi? I didn't know you were bi. I think the regular lesbians got weeded out by the LGBTQ elemental P non-organic movement. That was like a different language, Tara. I don't know what that means. The whole time, I'm not a lesbian, but I'm willing to learn. Is your brother the pastor? No, different brother. No, different brother. That's my other brother. He's from California. JoJo is a true lesbian. See, she's a true lesbian, and I like that about her. I like just an old school, just a retro lesbian. There's just not very many. Hey, no one. I know I love that movie the whole time. So guess what else I found at this store? Hey, Shaby. I love that movie, Elf. Speaking of Christmas holiday Yuletide glee. So my sister So just as I am just admitted she's a lesbian to us, and now she's saying my wife is a lesbian too. That's fascinating. I would have never thought that your wife was a lesbian. That's out there. That's really that's controversial in these days, in these year parts. In 2025. Wow. So you're a lesbian, but your wife is also a lesbian. Let me put that together. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Wow. I hope we don't get attacked. I hope we don't get any hate because that is rare in these here parts. Thank you for sharing that. Your bravery goes far. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You're not gonna believe it. It's for your front door. And it was made by a woman in Nashville, a local maker. Is this the cutest thing you've ever seen? I love it. And look at how the thing has little peace signs on it. I love that even more. I what? Sophia is 90% lesbian? Why do I feel like I don't know any of you? Why do I feel like you know me, but I don't know you? I'm starting to get upset. Sophia, you're 90% lesbian? How come no one told me? You've been to what? Like 15 Zoom calls and it never crossed your German mind to say, I'm a lesbian. I'm a 90% a lesbian. No, you couldn't do that? Oh my God, it's Original Anne. I didn't know you were still here, Martin. Is this the cutest? There's a few Jojo. There's a few possible lesbians wanting to break through to the other side of lesbian. Um, Good for you, Martin. Is this so cute? I'm straight. Is that okay? Get out. Of course it's okay. Everybody's allowed here, even our little panoramas. Cricket's a little panorama, and that's okay too. Isn't this so cute? I'm going to hang this thing on my front door. And because I don't have an HOA and I live out in the middle of nowhere, I'm going to keep it up probably until about July. Can we keep this up till July? It's not even very wintry. That could be a birthday gift. Buttercake, I have an undercut. What's an undercut? Is that like when you like your jaw is weird and talked about dating women? What the hell is an undercut? Isn't that like a bulldog? Like when you have your jaw comes out? I've made it out with several girls. Oh, you've made out with several girls. So what percentage of lesbian does that make me? Ask Chat GPT. That's what I've been doing. I'm a panda. Good for you. This is America and you can do whatever you want. Although she's in Germany and she can also do whatever she wants. Oh, it's a hairstyle. Undercut shaving under your hair? Shaving under your hair. You're my entertaining going home by bus drunk from Copenhagen. Oh my God, Martin's drunk. That's fun. In Copenhagen? That sounds like a good time. I've never been drunk before, but you're not in trouble. You can leave your Christmas decorations out all year. That's right, because I live out in the middle of nowhere. And to me, this doesn't yell Christmas. It just doesn't. Okay, it's a hairstyle. 50% of my hair is shaved off. You're going to have to show me that in the Zoom call. I would have never known. It's Angel. Isn't this so cute? I got it at that little War Trace store. It's like it's made by a local Nashville artist named Camila Spadafino. I don't know. And it's just like this lightweight thing. And what I love about that store in War Trace is it's all local artists. And she said there's 70 of them in that store. So that's where I bought this little clip too. Angel K, I bought a little clip for my hair and it's made out of labradorite and it has like really cool colors in it. Close your eyes and imagine a lesbian haircut. Haircuts don't lie. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's like a cardboard foam. Yeah, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Um, it's so cute, Katie Fulton. I'm gonna hang it on my front door. I'm gonna hang it on my front door. Um, I get it, Sam Ashby. I get it. I understand now. I know he too, women with the same cut. Now I'm singing devil's haircut, but lesbian haircut. I got a lesbian haircut in my mind. Yeah, that works. Um, I sold a ring like that last night. What do you mean you sold a ring? What does this mean? Are you like Holly Day? Do you have like a whole store that I didn't know about? What does that mean? Um, Interesting. I didn't use Chat GPT today. I've been busy all day. I spent it with my mom and brother today. Huxley worked at the farm today with my dad. What was I going to talk about? I didn't. That would be amazing, Anne. I date Charcoal Ninja. I didn't have. Hey, Dawn Paris. I hope you're feeling better. Sandra Woodard's here too. Hey, Sandra. I didn't have a whole bunch of a topic tonight. I'm not going to forget about it, Martin. I just wasn't home today. I didn't have a lot of a topic, but I did have a little bit of a topic because coming out of this week has been a real shit show. What? Angel K? Why don't I know anything? Why do I feel like I suddenly don't know any of you? She does live auctions. I couldn't be more upset than I am right now that I didn't know that. You sold a labradorite ring today at a live auction and you didn't think to text me? I need to know more about it. I did finish the other candle, Wendy, and this one's burning. So can you guys remind me before we leave? Kay Thompson, why are you not trying to comment anymore? That doesn't, I don't understand, babe. We love it when you comment. So here's the thing. You sure are, Diana H. Angel K, I need to know more about this. So please keep me in your Rolodex. Hey, Kathy Burkhart. So, guys, we've had a bit of a rough week. Is Hux the strongest 16-year-old sloth in your country? Yes, he is very, very strong. It's so cute, Nana Cooper. So here's the thing. We've had a bit of a rough week. We need to give ourselves a little bit of grace. Okay. We need to give ourselves a little bit of grace. I have been really beating myself up mentally this week. Like I do believe, like Baby Steps said, we're coming up on my anniversary. My kid just turned 16. I'm in my late 70s. Oh, that's okay, Kay Thompson. The Doug and Michael thing and Brenda thing really rocked the boat this week, and I'm just feeling a little bit out of sorts. I feel out of sorts. And I also feel a little bit like there's no hope. I'm starting to feel hopeless. And that's not like me. That's actually very unlike me. It's quite out of character for me to feel um you are, Diana H. It's not like me to feel hopeless, and I feel a bit hopeless. I really do. I feel a little bit like, what if it doesn't get better? Like, what if I can't get out of this? What if I'm stuck in this? And that's not, I won't be, I don't ever stay stuck in any emotion. I kind of, if you notice, have a range of emotions. And plus, I started my period. I understand, but I am feeling quite down. And so when I was thinking about it today, I started thinking about death, because that makes sense. Does it not? It makes sense to well, thanks, Sandra. It makes sense to feel hopeless and then start thinking about when you're going to die one day. And so I started doing that. And then I thought, you know what? Is there something that is rocking your sense of future right now? Original Land, that's a great question. And I would say I feel like I'm being dragged down, but also pulled in many directions. Just mentally, I just feel off. And I feel sad and I feel like a failure. I've been doing that, the Grifter Watch. I do a lot of walks actually with my animals. I feel like I've made so many. Yes, Nancy says it's our brain lying to us. It's okay, Bo. It's just cars driving by. You always feel stuck in it until you're not, my scrappy warrior buttercake. Thank you. And she's right. This will go away. It won't rain forever. Guys, it's not going to rain forever. Like that's a solid thing you can rely on. I feel like that on a deep level. Hey, Dark Rose, like I think of you and I kind of feel your feelings sometimes, but it's gonna pass, I think. Yeah, Martin, you seem to be in tune. Your anxiety is a lying hoe. Thank you for that, Shelly. Um, but I really did start reflecting on like, we don't have a ton of time here. And mistakes are going to be made. I haven't talked to my therapist. Reese, this is a sign you need more self care. Probably. I'm sure that's true. I haven't had a lot of time for self care. What the heck? Huxley? Hold on, guys. Can you go see if there's a car at the front door? I just heard something and Bo's hearing it too. There's definitely. Can you go see, Hux? encourage your brother. Oh, it's Amazon. Okay, okay. We're good. Angel K. You're doing the Lord's work, Bo. Oh, hold on. I just wanted you to hear Gert. Good boy. Good boy, Bo. You did the right thing. You heard it and you did what you were supposed to do. Good boy. Um, sorry, Maisie Shiloh. I should have muted that way sooner. Um, I think this part of your facing the past, but I promise you will reframe your past and cease beating yourself for Doug's crimes. Okay, so original Anne is spot on there. It's a lot, Robin Miners. I am really oh, well, that was pretty much it. The Nazareth dude asked my mom to live with him and like travel with him, and my mom said no. And I was like, "Mom, you really should have been a rock star's side piece or like, just part-time gig or whatever." Because I was like, "You were really, really hot in the 70s." And she was like, "I should have, huh?" And I said, "Yes. Love you, Jojo. Thank you for coming once we summoned you." Uh, that's it. That was the end of the story, but she boned that guy for like a month. I had no idea. I was kind of upset. And I said, "Mom, you've been lying to YouTube for a long time about this, and I hope you feel bad about it." And she said, "I didn't even know that everyone knew." And I said, "Yes, because we want a paternity test. I want to know if that guy is my father." So that's really the end of the story, Kim is Blue. But I felt incredibly lied to, right? So back to thinking about death. I got to this sad spot, right? Like original Anne was talking about. And then I started thinking, I know Kim is Blue. I started thinking about the death thing. And I was like, you know what? I think that I'm over abusing myself about this a little bit. I already really has anybody ever succeeded in making Huxley laugh? Well, you'd have to say like past the age of 8 or 9. He used to laugh, and then after the age of 8 or 9, he became incredibly serious. He's pretty much stayed that way. I think I've seen him laugh a few times in the last couple of years. And I think his friends make him laugh. Stronger you get, the more you'll place blame squarely on those who victimized you and your son. Decades of grooming taught you did not have a say. And I love when you come to the party, girl, because you really always bring it, especially in the Zoom calls. She's right. I think, yeah, Kay, I think it's taking time, but I also think I am being way over the top, like harsh about this with myself, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to tackle like real life issues that are happening now that are real. And I'm also pulling forward all this pepperoni nips. I haven't seen you forever. Welcome in, babe. I mean, it's been like a week, but it feels like a long time. I feel like I'm taking all this past stuff that was abusive to begin with, and I'm blaming myself for it. And I have made Hux laugh on streams. Thank you, Angimo. And do you guys notice that? I'm like really hardcore beating myself for it. And I'm not sure where that's coming from. I feel heavy. It feels heavy. Uh, That's a good point. Eventually, you will accrue more years with Huxley than Doug stole. You'll get there. Love you, Wendy Brewer. Thank you for being here. Hey, DNV. And the truth is, like, I can only really stay afloat. I do a very good job at current life issues. I can tackle that stuff. But when you give me a problem, and I mean me giving me a problem that's the past, probably, Robin. Why am I tackling that, trying to solve and untangle Christmas lights from 15 years ago? I can't. And so I think it's just one of those things it's like that thing I was talking about that I heard. People carry around suitcases of stuff, trauma, guilt, addiction, whatever it is. People carry around all kinds of weight. And I think and I feel like I am carrying that, and there's no good can come from that. You have to set it down. Yeah, we all have problems from the past that can't be solved, but for whatever reason, I'm like really, really like abusing myself over this. But realizing you can't is a beautiful thing. Let it go now. It is. It's shame. Yeah, real. It's yes. Stop blaming the victim. Needless self flogging. Even after escaping the floggers, we all need to be our best cheerleader. Yes, you have a lot going on. Your new relationship status, trying to move, your pancreatitis, Huxley, and this now, and it's the holiday season. That doesn't help. Wendy's right too. We all have a lot going on. Why are we walking around blaming ourselves for stuff that happened? I mean, I would fix it. I can't. I can't. And I think this one's a tough one for me because there's a lot of damage that's been done, let's face it. And it's not damage to just me, it's damage to another. And see, all this other Scientology stuff that we talk about all the time is done to me, was done to me. Started at 4 and all the bull bait and staff and the sexual underage going on and all of that. It happened to me. And so I try to work through that stuff and I don't know. I don't want to say I don't beat myself up about it, but it's different when it's just you. I think when you're child, there's a lot of shame tied to that. There's a lot of shame tied to being a parent. There's a lot of it. I think there's also a lot of shame being in a marriage. I was talking to my brother about that today, and I was like, to me, dude, and this is, I'm going to say this, it's a fact to me. Marriage is not realistic to me. It just isn't. It doesn't feel realistic. People My brother said this. My mom goes, "Reese," because he's married. And so I was being a downer by saying that. And I said, "Well, mom, the reason I say that, I'm not just being a downer. The reason I say that is people grow and change. You are not the same person you were when you married the person 10 years later. People grow and change. And if the other person doesn't grow or change with you, and my mom went, Reese, and he went, no, she's right. He said, she's absolutely right. If your partner changes and grows, or you change and grow, and they don't, that's a problem because then you're not with the same person you married. And you have to try to kind of adjust to this new person. And there's shame with that, right? There's shame that like I grew and changed, he or she didn't. She grew and changed, I didn't, right? It's the same thing. I feel like there's also there's a lot of shame and guilt to being a parent. These are serious discussions. This is a serious decision. To get married or to have kids or both is a big decision because it's not just you anymore. I feel like the less of that, I can do better. If you throw in a marriage and kids, it's like, whoa, the anxiety goes through the roof at that point because you've got other people around you that you have to care for and be extremely considerate of. It's not just you anymore. I do better if it's just me. What is traum? Sandra Woodard, I don't know what that means. My mom's addiction stole so much from my child, but the part that's not affected by the alcohol is one of the greater loves. I can hate her alcoholism, but love her. That's a beautiful thing to say. And very, very well said, Iwa. Very well said. Hate the disease, not the person. Yeah. I think the more you have of close personal relationships, the harder it can be to navigate case by case, depending on how much of a load you can carry. Some people can handle and take on more stress. I don't know. I think sometimes I can and sometimes I can't. And for whatever reason, I feel very small lately. And it feels good to even just say that out loud. And I also don't want to say for whatever reason. I really believe the conversation I think started last Sunday about the Doug and Michael stuff. And it just has traveled through the week of making me feel uncomfortable, making me feel like things are very unresolved there. And that's the other thing that I feel like is we have to help me with this for a minute. This is an unusual situation, the Doug thing, and just being coming out of Scientology thing, because I lost people. There will never be closure. They're just gone. It was the disconnection policy applied. So that's another thing that it's odd for me. Like, it's not like they died and we didn't get to sort shit out. This is odd because they're alive, and I don't know how I feel about that. Is the planet in retrograde or something? I think a lot of us are feeling the same feelings lately. I don't know what retrograde means. We won't recognize as blessings in disguise way later in life. So at the end of all this, you have to remember that then you wouldn't be here with us, or your path would have been another. Maybe you would have not met Tommy. Life is hard, but some things we won't recognize as blessings in disguise. Well, totally, totally, totally to that. I think all the time. Sorry, my hair looks really bad. I got to wash it, and I didn't have time today. I think all the time how much I'm not regretful of Scientology, Jeff, my father, any of that, because I'm so grateful for where I am today. So it's brought me to where I am. So, no, Wendy, you're absolutely right about that. And past trauma heals in waves. It reappears when we gain enough strength to reprocess another wave. Here's the thing, it happened. Focus on how to salvage the situation best you can and release what can't be salvaged. Correct. You're right about that. Okay, Sandra. Reese, hardly anybody knows what retrograde means. Yeah, I don't know what it means. I think you worry about not being a more hands-on parent because you still have unresolved issues of your mother not being there when you were a kid. That is a really good point. That's a really good point, Rain. And let me ask you this. Are all of you who are parents out there, do you parent kind of how you're is it like no one teaches you how to parent. So, do you parent based on how your parents were? Do you see what I'm saying? How do you parent? So she has a point. Like, I didn't get what matters is everyone are here today and you're doing great, Reese. Thank you, Truth Seeker. I think I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know why. What's bringing that on? I feel very overwhelmed. I feel very out of sorts and like I'm in a tornado. I feel like things are just going 100 miles an hour and I can't focus on one thing. There's too much of it going on. Reese, Joanne says, Reese, as you know, all I went through, yes, I do. I struggled a long time with the after effects of that. See, this makes me feel bad already. Knowing what you went through, I feel bad that I'm even complaining. I had to pretty much block it out in order to move forward in my life. It wasn't easy, but I did it. It helped sharing with you. Everybody, I just want to say I love this woman, and she's been through some heavy, heavy, heavy times, some hard stuff. And she shared it with me. And I love you, Joanne Holly. And a lot of you have shared a lot of really heavy things with me, and I'm sorry you went through that. And she struggled with a long time after I had to pretty much block it out in order to move forward. So is that how you dealt with it? You blocked it out? And thank you for your super chat and just even saying what you said. Absolutely, you've been a blessing to us. I feel the same about Tommy and understanding about addiction. Thank you, Wendy. Hey, Marissa Martin. I get that, Katie Fulton. I try to parent based on what my children need. Yeah, that makes sense. My life and others, I'm sure I have benefited from your place here. I parent the best that I could. I didn't have a great upbringing. Both parents worked themselves to death. That's sad, Shelley. I did parent like my mom, but I was a Scientologist, so it was a combination. Groovy, wow. That's rough. Katie Bolton's going through it too. Maisie Shiloh, no, my mom was a helicopter mom and my kids have always had complete autonomy. What did we say that word meant yesterday? I thought it meant anatomy. Damn, I forgot what it means. Hey, Susan. Susan Miller. Good for you. Hey, Anita Card. I parent the opposite of my parents. I try to parent my kids how I wanted to be parented, but old habits die hard and I find myself with regrets, especially when I get upset or triggered in the moment. I'm a constant work in progress. That's how I feel. It's exactly how I feel. Thank you, Sandra Woodard. Yes, I had to. I was going to a very dark place, so I needed to mostly because I never told anyone until you. And I'm aware of that. I remember you telling me that no one knew, not even a therapist. So you just block it out? How do you block something out? I mean, I actually would be interested in knowing that. If we could block stuff out, that's actually, it sounds healthy to me. If you could do it. Reese, I'm about to go no contact officially because my mom chose the path her parents went after realizing what it did to us. So believe me when I tell you you're doing all right. Sophia, coming from you, that means a lot. Thank you. And when we grieve, we also celebrate breaking cycles and raising children up to feel connected with themselves and others, worthy of help as a basic and known by a loving parent who can pick up on when connection and help are needed. That makes sense. Thank you for sharing that. And autonomy is total governance over yourself and your actions. Self governed is, okay, I forgot what that meant. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara White. Love you. I'm sorry I was seeming a wreck. It's just nice to talk. You don't seem like a wreck. That's what I love about this community. I love when you guys bring this kind of stuff in. It helps. Does it not? Tell me right now, like what Catherine B, Katie share, what all of us share, it helps everybody else. You know, it's like we put all of our stuff into a pile. Our losses, our gains. Alana got the job, right? Shelly Kelly. It's not all bad. But when you bring the bad stuff, it helps us to gain insight, give some advice if you want it, or give our experiences on it. It's you're not a downer. If anybody's a fucking downer, it's me this week. So, Katie, I appreciate you guys bringing this stuff to the table. This is a real chat. Everybody always says like this is almost like just sitting around with some coffee chatting. That's what this is. I didn't even have a topic much tonight. I had a loose topic, but I like this one even better. Autonomy simply means the ability to make, and by the way, hey, Golden 444 vibes, your own choices and act on them independently without someone else controlling. So it's the opposite of Scientology. I blocked things out, actually more stuffing it down until it erupted into anxiety and depression. That's what I would imagine would come of that. Hey, Cliff Ann, the mind knows how to do amazing things. Blocking out is for sure self-preservation. I just don't know how you do it. I don't know how healthy it was. I think it hurt relationships I was in after I couldn't give 100% of myself. Absolutely. Yeah. So, hey, Big Z, that's the other thing about relationships for me. Am I giving 100% of myself? Could I, even if I wanted to? Answer that. Knowing what you know about a child who was born into Scientology and absolutely ripped from any connection, real connection with a mother, a father, sister, like all of that was stomped out early on. There's no bonding, there's no connecting. And I feel like I always try to believe that I give all of myself in a relationship, but I've been really, really focusing on that this week too. And that's been hard for me. It's actually been a little heartbreaking for me. What did your dad say? What in this house? No, what in this house? Because that's blocking stuff out. My dad always said no H-E-N-R in this house. Human emotion and reaction. Human emotion and reaction. No H-E-N-R in this house. No, Katie Fulton, I love when you bring it here. I don't get to see you much anymore, so I love when you come in here. Makes you a total robot. But here's the thing. And hi, baby steps. I'm just catching up. I had good parents. I remember you told us that. I parent in some way a lot of ways like them, but I have been more open in communication. Also tailored to what my daughter needed. Some need more hands-on, others a looser rein. I absolutely see. I feel like that's what parenting is. Like it's tailoring to what the kid needs. Scientology doesn't allow that. I'm glad that you did that with her, and you can tell in her photos that you parented that woman. She is incredible, and so are you. And I'm so lucky and thankful. You're lucky. What am I trying to say? I feel like you're lucky, and I'm thankful, is what I was trying to say, that you had amazing parents. I love it when people tell me they had amazing parents. It's not that common. Most people I talk to don't have amazing parents. They'll tell me that. So I always find it fascinating, honestly, when people say that to me. I'm like, wow, that's refreshing. It's true. Thank you for being here, Baby Steps. I'm glad I got to see you, and thank you for your super chat. I don't know what that must have been, a bot or something. How can you possibly give 100% others when you also need to devote and give a huge chunk to yourself for the first time ever? Great question. Wow. Anne had amazing parents too. So did Rain. Wow. You did great. You never became a total robot. You went full mama bear when it wasn't easy. Yes, that's true. But now I'm not talking about parenting. I'm talking about being somebody's romantic partner. I've been with a lot of people in my life, and I don't know the routines and the way I was brought up. I feel like I have a cat hair. I did. Yeah, Angie Mo, I know that. It's yeah, and that sucks. That's sad. I mean, I wish all of us would have had better parents, but coming where I come from, hey, Patty Cake, I guess I'm just being hard on myself. I'm being hard on myself. I spoke with a friend yesterday and I said, how could anybody actually understand or love me? And this is not a, oh, feel sorry for me. That's not what I'm doing. I'm a complicated case because I was so detached from love, and you got rewarded to detach, right? I was rewarded for that. I was rewarded for letting people walk on boundaries. I was rewarded for ignoring my own emotional stuff. I was rewarded for not having HE&R in the house. So, how do you work with that with a partner that doesn't know anything about Scientology? That doesn't understand the depths of that. Now, Tommy totally understands Scientology, but I'm being dead serious here. Have I ever fully loved? Can I fully love? You break a person like that. Hey, Brenda, when you break somebody down in childhood and then at 16, do what my dad did and says, go F yourself. Um, I'm going to have some misconceptions, I feel like, about parenting, but also about being somebody's romantic partner. I don't know that I've ever been all in. That's hard to admit that. Makes me feel bad to admit that. But I don't know what all in feels like. I'm not sure because the second I feel any kind of danger or heat coming in, I'm like, I got to go. I can't do this. Or I don't leave, but I just mentally check out. I just disassociate. As far as blocking things out, it can be very dangerous. I have been close to the explosion. I also feel you can dwell too much as well. I've been blessed, my parents and my daughter. Yeah, I could see that too. Blocking out, I would think, could be dangerous, but also overthinking. So that's the opposite of blocking it. And you've done both. Thank you, Baby Steps, for sharing that and your super chat. You have to be okay with who you are, and so does your partner. My partner understands me and loves me with all of my imperfections. He sees me with other eyes, not how I view myself. That's beautiful. And I'm thankful that you have that, Wendy. I had amazing parents too, but I still feel like you are great as a parent. It's not your fault Doug robbed you of your connection with Hux. Those are two different things. They are two different things, Martin, and I'm glad you had good parents. They are two different things, but it still brings me to the same road. Do you see what I mean? There's just so many things I think that I don't see about myself. You know, it'd be fun, but it would be terrifying at the same time to have like the chat just say like things they observe about how I would end up or like my child like evaluate for me. That's a dangerous road, but I think there's a lot of things that I don't see. I think it's that saying, like, you can't see the forest through the trees or whatever it is. I feel like there's tons of shit in front of me and I don't see it. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like there's all kinds of life things that, like, I'm naive about, I don't see dangers, things, and I mean within me, not like other people you need to look out for. I mean, like, I think I have a lot of attributes and probably qualities that a lot of you see that are potentially bad or like I need to work on or notice, and I don't. And that is frustrating to me. It's very frustrating to me. There's all kinds of things I want to learn about myself, but I feel like then they're there, but I don't see them. You're having a period brain. Okay, that's probably all it is. You are so loving. Not giving 100% doesn't necessarily equate as a deficiency so long as both sides okay. Probably Anne knows me very well, and she's probably right. I was all in for 11 years. I got so incomprehensibly blindsided. Y'all were there and helped me survive it. I remember that. It was horrible. I remember that. All you can do is improve going forward. I know this is getting annoying. I'm going to stop talking about it after this stream. Hey, Jeremy Fowler. Wow, I haven't seen you in forever. Very nice to see you, my friend. But you see more every day. I feel like I'm just whining. I've just whined through this whole week, and I can't believe you guys sat with me through these streams. Thank you for it. I'm sorry, and I will do better. I mean it. I'm not being silly. I'll do better. Dark Rose says this live is cracking me up. It's period brain. Speaking of period, your biggest issue is crap talking yourself. Yeah, Martin. Yeah. But let's be fair. You're German and you're zesty and spicy, but they all are. And let's also be clear about something. Germans don't F around. Germans don't crap talk themselves. They do not. Remember that time that I said I was cold in the winter here and Sophia told me to wear layers and I was like, I do. And she was like, then get better layers. Like it was like terrifying. They make your a-hole clench right up. Like Germans don't. They're not tearing themselves down. Tell me a German that does that. I don't even know why Sophia comes here. Like you'd think that she would hate me because it's just she's like this viney American. Like they don't have. They're tough. They don't. They're not. It's not happening over there in Germany. I'll tell you right now. I know this. What? You're 100% German and you're a Scientologist and you tear yourself down? Wow. Okay, so there's one German. Reese, I am not annoyed at all. I notice this is a pattern with a lot of people focusing on the past and letting it bring them down. Thank you for pointing it out, Rain. You pointing that out helps me. Baby steps. I think having occasional affection and good treatment, but then horrific abuse can have more impact in a negative way. I think that's absolutely true. And thank you again for your super chat. No, guys, like a real German, not like I have a German grandfather. My grandpa's German too. Well, hey, Claire. Yeah, that story. She was terrifying. I was like, but it's cold here. And she was like, wear layers. I was like, I wear, yeah, I know I wear layers. And she was like, then get better layers. I was like, yikes. Oh my God. It's like my nipples. It terrified me. My a-hole, like all of my private parts, like jumped inside of me. Mary Barons, welcome in. Yeah, no, I'm talking about like a real German though. Like stop enough of this, like, oh, I'm Italian, I'm German. Of course you are, but you're also American. So like let's not like a real one. Like Yadira. Like she's not American, right? I mean a real one like Sophia, who terrifies you and speaks in terms of like, ha, 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 ha. Can you imagine her being like, come get some? That would be terrifying. Can you hear it? I can hear it. It's scary. Like it's not anything like, come get them. Like that's not scary. Can you imagine if, hey, Robin W., can you imagine if somebody broke into your house with Sophia in there? She'd be like, come get some. Like it would be, the robber would be like, I apologize. I will write you a check. Like, I'm so sorry. That accent, though, made my whole rectum shoot up into the pancreas. Like, up into the pancreas it went. Speaking of rectums, this is a bummer. So I love my, good for you, Mary Barons. You took a little nappy. I love my stepbrother. I walked through snow in a hoodie today. We're toughened up. Yeah, I bet you had a hoodie on and just underwear if I had to guess. That's what Germans do. They just wear shirts, they don't wear pants. Uh, yeah, my ghost freeze clenched. You listen to Sophia's voice in the Zoom call. She will kick your ass right into shape, and she's a real German. Like, and again, yeah, I'm German too. My dad's German. Like a lot of people are German. Everybody's German, but not that kind of German. That's the real kind. Probably. Sophia probably caused my pancreatitis. To be honest, they are kind of close together from when she snaps and then my pancreas goes berserk. Speaking of the rectum, I love my stepbrother, but do you guys have problems like pooping around people that you know? Which is weird because I can talk about it here with people I don't know. Like I know most of you, but there's someone listening right now that I don't know, I'm sure. I was eating lunch today. Oh, she's terrifying. I was eating lunch today, and it's never smart to go out to eat the day your period starts. And I think most of you understand that who have a uterus. Like your uterus and eating, like somehow don't mix. So anytime you're on your period, it turns everything to liquid. And my mom was German and she scared people with her accent. Is that why you're into true crime? Think about it. The two go hand in hand, Maisie Shiloh. That's why you're addicted to true crime. I get it. I get it. Speaking of the rectum, so I eat, hey, Puka Vista. So I eat this sandwich today and Melissa, and it turned to liquid. And there is nothing more uncomfortable than that because we're in this tiny little restaurant and the bathroom's like right there. And my stepbrother's in town. And I'm not, no way. I'm not like it was going to be loud, it was going to be sputtery. And I was like, oh God. Does anybody else experience that? I don't really have a point to this story. I wondered about it. Like, what do you do when you're literally about to crap yourself? And I was in my nice Imogene and Willie jeans, and you're not supposed to wash those very often. They're like handmade or some shit, and like they're crisp, like the denim's like a crisp denim. And the guy at the store when I bought them like 5 years ago, but the dude at the store was like, you're not supposed to wash, you're supposed to wear them like 80 times before you wash them. And I'm like, 8? And he was like, no, like 80. And I was like, well, my vagina is not going to withstand that. Like, that's not going to work. But, oh, Abigail, perfect timing. Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah, no one's going to do that West Coast fancy Nancy. But the point is, I was wearing my fun jeans and what do you do? That was so tough. I had to drive home. I had to pretend I was fine. Yeah, it's weird, Marissa Martin. I had to pretend I was fine. I had to go eat ice cream after eating a sandwich. And do you ever like sit there and you're so uncomfortable, you start to get goosies? I was like, like you start like it's like you can't control your face. It was bad. Like he was talking to me. He was like, "So how's everything else, Reese?" And I was like, good. I was like, things are good. Um, Huxley just turned 16. Like I was just like trying to go someplace else. Yeah, who counts how many times they wear something? Hey, Timark. Tara says she thought it was just her. It's true though. Like, does anybody experience that? Love you, Martin. Probably best to check out. Probably going to lose a lot of people in this conversation. And really, I don't have much else to. My worst was having fart cramps. Angie just spit out her apple. Apparently, I cannot control my face. I should have never played poker. Yeah, it happened to me today. It was crazy. I was sweating. Like when you have to shit like that, it's not a hard one. That's peeing out of the butt. Yeah. Oh, I believe you, Holly Olson. It's Holly Day. It's awful. I poop anywhere. I don't care. If I have to go, it's impossible to hold. Well, I still have a very tight, and I'm proud of that being in my 50s. Brenda, no, you're welcome in here, girl. Fart cramps. Fart cramps are awful. I don't get them that often, but the poop cramps. Well, your restaurant wall's made from you're frightened to be heard. Yeah, it was going to be loud. No way. My stepbrother was like right here at this table, and the bathroom's right there. And there was like nobody else in this restaurant. I'm not going to go be like, no way. Like, I would rather jump out the window. Absolutely not. I'd rather put a needle into my cornea. Yeah, Rain, you get it. So, it sucked because I really like, and that never happens to me, but I happen to have started my period today, and it's bad. Whenever I'm on my period, the first day is like, don't leave the house. The cramps are bad enough anyway, but like, why? Why did I get invited to lunch? Hey, time Mark. So then my mom's like, should we all go? So we're done with the sandwich. And then my mom's like, let's go get some ice cream. And I'm like, okay, that sounds really good. And we leave the restaurant, and my mom looks at the store next to the restaurant, and she's like, Nathan, do you want to go in there? And he's like, yeah, let's mosey on in. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was like sweating. I'm proud of myself. To be honest, I feel like I deserve some kind of an award. Sometimes you need a seatbelt on the toilet. Things that we normalize. This is why we don't have any friends. This is why nobody new comes to this channel. Nobody. This is why it's just us on this island alone. Alone. So we go into that store, which again, I couldn't be happier about. For those of you that didn't see it, I found this little beautiful thing. Thank you, Wendy, gave me a little award there. I feel like I deserve one. We go into this store. I bought this thing and a hair clip through having the shits. Verbo Boss, why didn't you hang back to the bathroom when they went to order ice cream? Because it was a block away. I thought about it. I thought about being like, I forgot something in my car, and then booking it back down to the sandwich shop, but it was a block away. That's weird. It's too weird. You can't go back. You can't be like, hey, I just ate a sandwich in here and I have to shit myself. Can I use your bathroom? Because I was too embarrassed to do it with my family. Abigail, mine started on Wednesday. Hence why I wasn't in the stream that night. I collapsed as soon as I got home. I get it, babe. Periods make you tired. I didn't have socks on today. So we go into the store. I get the fun thing. I'm trying to distract myself with a hair clip. And my mom's like, Reese, look at this. Do you notice you get more angry too? Like, my mom was all nice to me. Hey, Armine. My mom's all nice to me. She's like, wow, look at this. I'm like, I've seen it before. Like, I was getting like really pissed off. And she was like, and I was like, sorry, that's pretty. I like it. And she was like, should I get this for? She's like, I was thinking about getting one of these for my sister for Christmas. And I was like, TikTok, Diane. I was like, we need to go get that ice cream. It was so bad. It was, yeah, you get short and angry mad fast. So we went and got the ice cream, and Kay Thompson, it's awful. It's awful. Good for you, Diane H. Yeah, I'm looking forward to not ever having a period again at some point. You are doing well for all your handling. Be kind to you. Hugs from me. I have to get ready. I'm going to Mannheim Steamroller Christmas. That's amazing. Holy crap. Send me a picture if you can, although you probably can't take pictures in there. Have fun, baby steps. Good for you. That's awesome. Yeah, Sophia, it was bad. So we get the ice cream, and I have a question for you guys. Like, seriously, I was sitting there watching myself eat ice cream, and I was getting goosies. I was like, this is starting to get bad. Like, I'm sweating. And I felt really bad. My poor brother, he was like, Hux is in 10th grade. And he was like, does he have a girlfriend? And I was like, yes. I was like, I'm just really happy for him. I'm really happy. And he was like, I'm sure that he thought emotionally something's really wrong with me. He probably thought I had something going on, because I was like, uh-huh. I was like, totally. Yeah. Like, it was over the top. I couldn't handle myself. I could not control my face. And instead of being like, yes, I felt like I was trying to just be like, uh-huh. I was like, ooh, Ooh, it was bad. It was so bad. Yeah, I handled it like a total champ. I thought that said Robin W. I literally thought that said, sounds like you handled it like a total cramp. I thought it said that. It was bad. It's the worst when you have to shit so bad that you nearly throw up. Lamaze breathing. Yes. Yeah. Oh, totally. Wait. I was like, who's Hux? Yeah. At least you didn't crap yourself. It was bad. It was really bad. He probably doesn't want to experience Thanksgiving with me. Like, he's probably like, I've had enough of Reese and her creepy ass face. I literally, like, I felt like I had a hanger in my mouth. I was like, uh-huh. I was like, how's your wife? Great. So good. I was like, is he 7 or 8 now? Oh my God, he's a Sagittarius. Like, I was like, I can't control the fucking face. It was so bad. And he went up to get napkins, and I finished my ice cream. I drove my own car, thank God. And he brought my mom, and my mom was like sitting there just gleefully, like enjoying the afternoon. And he went to get napkins, and he like got up and walked away enough. And my mom was like, she was like, this was fun. She was like, this was, and I was like, Diane. I said, Mom, I'm going to shit my pants. I was like, I have to go so bad. I was like, I'm going to shit myself so bad. I don't know what to do. I was like, I'm going to shit. I was like, Mom, I have to go. I said, I have to go. I've had to go for 30 minutes. And she was like, my God. She was like, get out of here then. And I said, I don't know where to go. It's a 30-minute drive home. I was like, I don't want to shit in these jeans, and I don't want to get shit on my leather seats. Like, that's just not a good sign going into winter. Like, using the seat heater. Yeah. She has no idea what's going on. My mom was like, this was nice. I was like, was it? Because you bought me a sandwich to turn my guts to liquid, Diane. You and your Nazareth story. It took too long. Here's my other question. So I start driving home, gripping the wheel like it was coming off. Like, I was like holding on to my car. And my car is nice. I love my car. It's a smooth ride. But I literally was like, I was like, it's a nice day out. I was trying to just distract myself. I started talking to God. I was like, Lord, I was like, please don't let me shit in these pants. I don't want to shit on my leather seats. Like, please don't let it happen. I have a question for you. Please tell me this happens to you, because this happens to me when it gets this bad. How tense and horrible. It was so bad. I have a question for you. So it's like a 30-minute drive from where I was, and I was like, I was just trying to really chill out. Melissa, that's what happened. But hold on. When you get closer, did you bend the steering column? Please don't ever change. You're such a delightful person. You make most of us happy. Thank you, Just Joan. Have fun tonight over there on the boat, girl. I bet the video footage of you running into the house. I should look for it. Because my pants were unzipped. I got out of my car. I got out of my car and I unzipped my pants and I undid my belt and I started running and my pants started. And well, here's my question. Love you, Cricket. Here's my question. I'm so sweaty and red right now. It's hot in here. Here's my question. When you get closer to your house, does your anus start opening up? Like, why is it like when you turn down your street, that's when you start losing the battle? I held it for 30 minutes. There goes my rectum. Watch it as it goes. Listen, I got all the way down my street. And I was like, I'm making it. I was like, I'm going to make it. I was sweating. I was talking to myself out loud. And my my colon was like, "You thought you were gonna win. You thought you won. Nope." Like, I was like, "What? Wait, why?" I was like, "Why? We're close. We're so close. Like, hold out." I pulled into my little carport because I don't have a garage because I live in a trailer. Yeah, Claire. I pull into the carport. That was my phone. I pull into the carport and I was Goosey's bad. And I have had to tell myself, no, I'm still another block away while I'm unlocking my door. I have to fake myself out. You lie to your beehole. Do you think that works? I wonder if that works. I should try that. I put my car in park and turned it off, and I went, "Oh God." As it was like Maya Rudolph and Bridesmaids. I went, "It's happening. It's happening." I was like, "It's happening. Don't." I was like, "No, please, not in these jeans." I had to sit. I didn't do it. I thought I did. I had to sit in my car holding onto the steering wheel with the car off because I couldn't get up. I was like, if I get out right now, I'm gonna shit all over myself. It's gonna roll down into my Adidas Sambas. So I was like, I'm just gonna sit here for a minute because I was like, I can't get up. Like, it's happening. I was like, there, my tattoo was like jumping off my arm. I was like, here it goes. Brace yourselves. I felt like the end of Titanic when Jack was like, okay, the ship's going down. Hold my hand. Do not let go. I was like talking to my butt like I was Jack and Rose. I was like, hold on to my, hold on to the rectum. Don't let go of the anus. Um, it gets serious when you lie to your beehole. Yeah. How did this stream turn to this? This is why we're not successful. Mods, can you please stop me next time when I start going down this beehole? So I left everything in the car. I left my purse. I left everything. And when I opened my car door, I took it so slow and then I started moving fast. I was like, okay, it hasn't happened. It didn't happen. I was like, I have 6 seconds to make it. And I undid my jeans, I undid my belt, I undid my zipper, and I started running for the front door. I was like, Huxley! I was like, get out of the way! Bo was in there when I got to the door, and I was like, Gertie was like, she was doing her thing, and I was like, move! Everybody move! I was like, I've held it for 30 minutes. I am not going to lose this battle. Sorry about this story. This is what you meant last night when you said I'm a good storyteller. It was so bad. And I just wondered if anybody else, if that's relatable to others. Is that relatable? This is why we don't have any friends, by the way. This is why it's just us. I want you to know that. Like, this is why we're on our own island, and this is why they talk about us. This is why we're hateable, but also relatable. I've I've clutched myself from the front and back to hold my pee. Oh, that too. That too. We need the footage. Well, I can show you if I'm not like in my underwear because let's see. I wonder if it shows it. I wonder if I can find it. How do I Oh, here we go. I think it's under library. I don't know if I can show this. I walked at a normal pace. I have boxes on my front porch that need to go to the trash. I walked at a normal pace. Hold on. This is probably not good because my gut starts hanging out. You're going to see it. My pants are undone. My belt's hanging off of me. See my gut hanging out? For those that didn't see it, it's so bad. It's so embarrassing. I walked at a normal pace though. I think it was happening. I was like, this is, look at my pant, look at my belt hanging off. I got out of my car and I undid my pants and I just showed YouTube. Oh, we're gonna get so much hate for this. We're gonna get so much hate for this. Is Debbie Zito here? She needs to make that into a short on TikTok because that's we're really making a difference in this world, you guys. Holy shit, that was sad. That is so sad. Oh, thanks for being with me, everybody, because we certainly know we're not going to get anyone new. Walking all casual. I remember it. I undid everything, but I was like, I feel like if I run too fast, it's going to loosen it up worse. I just walked normal, but I undid those pants. Yeah, we're finding common ground. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I wasn't running, but I did sit in my car when it happened. I sat in my car and I was like, I can't move right now. It's going to happen. Now the camera footage, once you cross that footage, now that would have been a different story. Heavy topic got you down? Don't worry. We'll end the stream sharing tips and tricks on how not to shit your pants. Have you ever ditched your underwear in the bathroom garbage at a restaurant? And Spanx. Sue Cole. One time I shit myself in a bathroom at a restaurant, threw my underwear and Spanx. I was wearing Spanx. I had to peel off my underwear and my Spanx and throw them in a trash. I don't know if it was a restaurant. Actually, I think it was a department store. I was at a department store and I shit myself. Yeah. I vote for more poopy farty streams. We're a bunch of grown ass people and this is what we like. Again, my belt was just flapping in the breeze. My belt was like, where'd we go? Why has this been undone? We're not even home. Yeah, it was bad. It was really embarrassingly bad. Yeah, in Spanx. Shitting yourself in Spanx. Florida man holds thermos while relatable Reese holds a lactate-induced period poop for over an hour. It was bad. It was a bad period poop. I was bending over today to take my husband's bandage off his belly from surgery, and it just happened. Threw my underwear away. Marty Jewel, you're in a safe space. Thank you for admitting that. Makes me feel a little better about my situation. Sorry, Armine. If you haven't had to toss away your shitty pants, are you even living? I shit myself in tights. Remember when I shit myself on New Year's Eve at a Church of Scientology event? I pooped myself in tights. It was awful. It was a really cute outfit too. What did Huxley say? I went to his bathroom. I had to go to his bathroom because it was your Care Bear tummy. It was hanging out. Huxley's bathroom's closer to the front door. And so I was like, I came and I just was sitting there with my feet on the squatty potty. And he came out like 2 or 3 minutes later and I was still in there. And he was like, damn. He was like, Mom. I said, I'm so sorry, son. I could not have made that to my bathroom. There's no way I could have made it to my bathroom. I felt sorry for him. But you know what? Kids are resilient. They snap back. Hey, Joe. One night in Williams, Arizona, I shit myself walking back to the hotel from a pizza restaurant. Oh, man. You've shit yourself a lot, though. Rain has told us. And fair. It's happened. I shit myself all the time. Yeah. Speaking of, remember the time I pooped myself at work and I had to throw my underwear on the side of a building and then I blamed all the old people for it the next morning when the janitor found it, Ken, and he was like, somebody threw their shitty underwear next to the gutter in the building. And I was like, you're kidding. I was like, these people are disgusting. Old ass rectums, they can't hold it. I was like, you guys are sick. You're supposed to be setting an example for the younger generation. They're animals. That's right, Original Ann. That was so bad. I'm going to have to answer for that one day when I'm dead. That's the one thing that the Lord is probably gonna be like. And when I get in, all those people I blamed are gonna be there because 'cause they're, like, 90 years older than me, they'll be dead, and they'll be in there, and they'll be like, "We remember what you did. We're surprised you're here. Kinda surprised he let you in." I'm gonna have to answer for that. Hey, P. Taylor, that video is exactly yeah, I had to toss my underwear in a hotel trash while my friend went to a party next door. It's alright, we do it. That video is exactly how it went for me the time I tried metformin. Oh, man, metformin killed me too. I made it 3 days at half the dose, and my last drive home looked just like that. I did not wanna shit on those seats or in those jeans. I was like, "I can't. I don't want to." The poo-poo dance. You know what the cutest thing is? You know when you poop and it's total liquid? Like, it's just like peeing? Tommy told me the other day we were FaceTiming. I was sitting there pooping like that, talking to him. I hit mute, but then I took it off mute. I was like, "Whatever, I'm comfortable with you." And I was like, "This is pure liquid, babe." And he goes, "Do you know what Spanx used to call it?" It's you guys, this is the cutest thing. He goes, "Spanx when he was really little." He said he came up to me once when he was like 3, and he goes, "Dad, my stomach hurts so bad." And he goes, "It's so bad that I have tinkle poo." Tinkle poo. That's what he called liquid poop. And I haven't stopped thinking about it since. That's probably what kicked off the whole thing today. Tinkle poo is the cutest thing I've ever heard. That is so adorable for a child to come up with that. I'll never forget the time my daughter's future mother-in-law shit in my car. Oh, squirrel girl, that's awful. Tinkle poo. Is that so cute? Tinkle poo, it shall be named. Kim is blue. It's Rain. There's nothing cuter. I remember texted my roommate at the closest stoplight to our apartment to not just unlock the door, but to prop it so I could just barrel inside. I was on the phone with my friend Michelle once and long time ago, and she was having that problem. She was driving and she had to let me go. She was so pissed. She was like, "I can't talk to you at the same time and drive." She was like, I can't." And she had to stop at a Wendy's and she just shit everywhere in the bathroom. But she made it. And I still make fun of her for it. I'm like, "Remember that time you couldn't talk to me?" She could not speak to me on the phone and hold her asshole shut whilst driving. Like she couldn't multitask. I was like, "Okay, call me if you made it." Yeah, so cute. Messy poop. Mine is a lot less tinkle poo, a lot more fire hose. Okay, that's less cute, but we get it, Joe. I've had that happen to me as well. My daughter said she was peeing out of her bum. It totally happens. It absolutely happens. We call it squirts. Remember when we had those streams on Colton Crims a long time ago and we were naming it? And Tommy's dad called it like the green apple sidestep or the green apple two step or whatever it was. Yeah, she was like, "I can't deal with you, Reese." What did we call it? The scoot scoots. Do you guys remember that? We called it the scoot scoots. Tommy still calls it that. He'll be like, "Oh my god, babe, I was out today and I had the scoot scoots." I'm like, "It's awful." The flapjack two step. What is this? Where does the two step come from? What's with the two step? Why? What's the two step about? Kay says, "I was on recess duty one day at school and thought I needed to pass gas. It wasn't gas. Need I say more? I had to shuffle across the playground in front of a few hundred kids." The Wailing Skitters. That's right. What does it mean, Anne? The trots. The two step. I don't know what that means. The screamers. Oh man, that's awful. That's You know what though? I have to be honest. There's something about I couldn't do this today with my mom and my brother in a public place. Please do, Holly. But the fact that I can talk about this with 200 people, and there's a few people in here that absolutely hate me, right? Like They come to my content so they can type up and say shit about me after. They love to watch this and then they'll take it somewhere and go, reset this. Oh my God. Can you imagine those people watching right now? That's awful. I'm sorry to those people. The sloshies, the green apple two step. Yeah, Tommy says that to me. He'll be like, I had the green apple two steps. What does that mean? We can laugh about it now, Kay Thompson. I got the screamers. I gotta go. Hubby was visiting. Hubby was visiting our daughter and family. We were in her car. He couldn't wait. He filled his pants. Oh God, that's awful if you're with someone in a car. Slosh butt. I used to call them the Hershey squirts. I remember that. People have called it that. Oh man, so did Joe. If you eat too many cherries, you'll get the cherry skitters. Guys, I have to be honest though, there's some freedom to this. It's normalizing this kind of stuff feels good to talk about it. Like everybody does it. That's why I get like crazy whenever I say something and my mom's like, "Reese." I'm like, "Mom, let it it's 2025, girl. You boned the lead singer of Nazareth and lied about it. It went on for a month. I thought this was like an in and out thing." Right? Like I thought it was a revolving door. So you also have things, Diane, right? But it's 2025. People shit themselves. Like live with it. This week, Thanksgiving this week, can you imagine how many people are going to shit themselves this week at Thanksgiving? It's going to happen. Hey again, Wendy Brewer. Carol, where's Carol? Is she in here? I don't see her. BFF had a porta potty in her van. We were in high school. I have a memory of her driving away with me in the back, tinkle pooing. Choose your friends wisely. I couldn't do it with my family there. Yeah, why deny it? Oh, the cherry skitters. I had a tinkle poo in church once as a kid. I didn't make it to the bathroom in time, tried to clean myself up and went back to church. The entire church had resting. That's awful. Resting fart face. I don't even know what that looks like. That's terrible. The booty scoots. These are great. This is great. Sometimes you just have to cut loose in your pants. Baboon butt. I've never heard that one, but that's fitting. Our first Thanksgiving together, I had the squirts at Rain's mom's house, and I clogged the toilet, and Rain's mom had to come plunge it. How are you two still talking? I would have climbed out the window and moved to another country. That is my biggest fear on earth. I told Tommy and Johnny when I got to Ecuador, I said, look, I'm going to be here for a few days. I am going to have to shit. It's going to happen. I was standing in their living room looking at both of them. And I said, if I shit, I said, how are the toilets in Ecuador? How do they flush? And they're like, good. We don't really have any problems. And I said, if I take a shit here and it clogs, I will zip up my suitcase and I will be gone before you ever saw me again. Like if I clog a toilet here in your place in Ecuador, in another country, you will never see me again. Like I'm just letting you know, like if it doesn't flush, I'm just gonna leave. Very much to like Batman style. It will be out the side window. You won't see me. I will throw my suitcase down and I will jump down. Like I will not stick around. Johnny was like, get out of here. I was like, no, I'm serious, dude. If I clog a toilet, I'm out of here. I feel so bad for Joe right now. It's awful. I cannot imagine clogging a toilet in somebody else's house. Can you? I can't imagine taking a shit in somebody else's house and clogging their toilet. That's like up there with admitting that you listen to Nickelback. I don't have a lot to be ashamed of. Like I could see myself being on a stand and like being deposed and like I could see people asking me all the questions in the world. Like anything at all. Like, did you have sex with this person? I'd be like, yeah. They'd be like, did you have weird sex with this person? I'd be like, yeah, I did. And they'd be like, go into detail. And I would do it just like Scientology. But the second I'm in a courtroom and someone goes, we looked at your phone playlist and it looks like you listened to Creed. I'd be like, I'm out of here. My life is ruined. Like, I don't mind people knowing details about my life privately, but if anybody like openly said, like, Reese, it says here that you like Creed, I'd be like, I can't be here anymore. Like, I'm gonna have to go into the witness protection program. I'm being serious, by the way. Like, if you pulled up my playlist and like really embarrassing stuff came on, like if they were like, it says here that you listen to Mark McGrath or whoever that guy, like it says here that you like Fred Durst. I'd be like, yeah, I can't say anymore. There are no other words. I think he was kidding, Rain, but I haven't had the guts to ask Huxley if that was real. If I find out you like Creed, I'll disown you. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I were ever in a court of law, I'm not kidding. If I were being deposed, I could look you straight in the eye and be like, yes, of course I've used my toy and gotten myself off. Yes, of course I've had sex with this person. Or yes, I cheated on my husband. Fine, I did drugs when I was this age. Like, I could own up to anything. But the second they were like, uh-huh, okay. And did you listen to Creed on April 27th of 2024? Because it says here that you did. It says here, with a whole lot open, and it shows you singing to it. I'd be like, I can't talk. I would be so. Exhibit A, please see Exhibit A. It says here that you listened to Creed, and we have 3 witnesses that you did. I cannot imagine. I can't imagine it. Clogging somebody's toilet in their home, I'd be gone, out of here. Or being like on a witness stand or being deposed, and they're like, did you ever listen to Nickelback? Remember, you are under oath, Miss Quibell. I'd be like, who wants to do time for lying about listening to Nickelback? Fine, I was a Scientologist and married to the cellist, but I do not admit to listening to Creed. Did you guys know the lead singer of Creed is Ted Levine, the same guy that played Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs? Go listen to his voice. Go listen to his voice. Oh, wait. Is she a raping fat person? Go listen to his voice as Buffalo Bill, and then go listen to Creed, and don't get caught. That's Ted Levine. I don't know if you knew that. I just think that's a fun fact. It's interesting. You're not kidding about what, Joe? That you crapped in Rain's mom's bathroom and clogged it and she had to undo it? I didn't think you were kidding. Oh, man, I remember that band. There's a band called Cherry Poppin' Daddies. Aren't they Scientologists? There's a swing band that are Scientologists. I didn't realize the double meaning until my friend was in the car with me and pointed it out. I was embarrassed. That's not as bad as being deposed, though, listening to Creed. Like, we'll give you a pass for that, Melissa. I don't think that's that bad. I don't think that's that bad. You can't talk about Bon Jovi. It really triggers Shelley. That's what pleading the Fifth is for. I absolutely would plead the Fifth Amendment if anybody was like, it shows here that you were listening to Creed and liking it. It shows here that you were putting on too much blush for a show one night and you were listening to Creed. Is that true? Know that if you don't watch my documentary, I'll make a video talking about your love of Creed and Nick Knuckleback. Your argument just collapsed on itself. You lost all credibility with Knuckleback. Knuckleback? What's that again, Joe? The Jive Aces. That's right. The Jive Aces were Scientology band. They played, Joe, they played at the Patron Ball when I went. The Jive Aces played in England at St. Hill. Well, hello, you are loved. Knuckleback Cumberland. Take that, Joe Virus. Cumberbund. Knuckleback Cumberbund. He's a good actor, though, in the UK. The Jive Aces are a cheesy, awful band. Dang it. I could hear that in Napoleon Dynamite's voice. Where was I just reading? I just read something and it's gone. Where is it? It's gone. I can't find it. Beck, yeah, that's a dude. He was a Scientologist, but he denies it now, which is weird. That's what I was told. Beck says, I think he said that his dad was a Scientologist and he never actually was a Scientologist. That's not true. I'm pretty sure that's not Queef. I'm pretty sure that's not true. I feel like he was, and he's just embarrassed by it, like we all are. I would love to be like, I wasn't a Scientologist. My in-laws and my father were, but I can't. I can't. I can't deny it. It's like listening to Creed. Guys, this was fun. This was a good time. We went over 2 hours. This is important that you hit subscribe for these reasons. Sometimes we drop in a little banger. And by banger, I mean crapping our pants and bending our steering wheel on the way home. You love whose music, Tara? Hopefully not Creed. Queed and Knuckleback on tour with Reese and the Crim. Queef and Knuckleback? That's awful, Joe. That's just awful. Yeah, this was a good time. Should we stream tomorrow? Do you guys want to stream tomorrow? Sundays are weird. I never know. You call it. I cannot do it or I can do it. It's totally up to you. Thank you, Wendy R. I'm glad that you stayed for it. What a shitty 2 hours. Oh my God, Susan, you're hilarious. Thank you, Helena. And mods, I love you guys. This was fun tonight. It's good to cut loose in the caboose. Hootie and the Blowfish. Forgot about them. Okay, Kay Thompson. And Kay, thank you for sharing that really highly embarrassing story that we can now laugh about. Love you, Diana H. Guys, this was fun. This was a good time. It's good to talk about embarrassing failures, honestly. Get it out. Get it out there. And then the haters can't hold anything against you. You're the shit, Reese. I like how you did that. By the way, your look today is totally giving 1981 Wildwood, New Jersey boardwalk. Thank you. I didn't get anything after 1981, but thank you. Thank you, Rain. Love you, babe. If a new person was in yesterday's stream and joining today, they'll be thinking, what is going on with this channel? That's why we can't get any new friends. That's why it's just you guys. You need to hit subscribe because this is it. This is all we got. This is what we have to work with. These are the jokes, people. Thank you, Joe. I'm just waiting to hear you just pooped on a live. That would be awful. Pooping or farting on a live would be crossing a line. I'd feel really bad about that. And oh, thanks, Rain. So uncom. Thank you. I would have forgot. So thank you. All right. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my nonsense problems. And I really do love you guys. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being a member. All of those things. Me too, Kay. Thanks. Thanks for your camera video, says Wendy. Well, I proved it. I'm not a liar. I really did almost shit myself, and my belt proved it. Abigail, you're still here? Now, may the God of peace make you holy in every way, and may your whole spirit and soul and body be kept blameless until our Lord Jesus Christ comes again. That's a lovely way to end. New Testament, Abigail. Thank you. Thank you, Abigail. That was beautiful. And thank you for your super chat, my friend. All right, everybody. I love you all. I mean it. Thank you for listening. Thanks for sitting through that. That's embarrassing. And you sat through it. We'll do better tomorrow. Love you all. Thank you, mods. And I'll see you guys then. Here comes Fred.